Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. Today I am going to show you how you can cook a burger in a rice cooker. Now whether you want to make a hamburger, cheeseburger, or maybe even you want to make a turkey burger, they'll all work the same like this. So well, let's just get started. Well, first thing, we got our rice cooker here. Now I got a small one, and I like this because it's nice and compact. I can bring this with a power inverter. I can use it in my vehicle. You can put it in your luggage, use this in a motel room. Very, very versatile. Easy to use and inexpensive, but if you had a bigger one and you wanted to make multiple burgers, there are larger rice cookers and that would work. For the small one like this, you're only going to be able to do one burger at a time, but for me that's fine. First thing, a little bit of cooking spray, and put that in there. Now these are generally no stick, but I still like to put a little bit of the cooking spray in there. Actually, regular butter itself will work too. Then I have here about a 1/4 pound of burger. You can go up to a 1/3 pound. I've never tried doing a 1/2 pound burger in one of these. A 1/4 to 1/3 pound works good. You just put the burger in, and then she's still a little cold. I just unthawed this morning, but it's good enough. We'll get a patty made out of it. It's not frozen solid, but there we go. Now, if you're using a larger rice cooker, what you'd do is you'd make the patties by hand and then put them in there. But using this size here, it's pretty much the right size around for a burger patty. So I just put it in, get it all equaled out, and there we go. That looks pretty good. Then, well, I'm going to want some onion in there, so we'll throw a little bit of onion in. Actually, I like a lot of onion. And that will cook down. And also, I'm going to throw in a little bit of mushrooms. Now, for a little extra seasoning, you could put a little bit of soy sauce or Worcestershire sauce in here to add a little flavor. You could even put just a little bit of barbecue sauce in there too. I've actually never tried that, but I don't see why it wouldn't work. But because we're putting the mushrooms and onions in there, we're going to want to add a little bit of water in there so it steams those while it's cooking the burger. And the water will actually help with cooking the burger as well, because it's going to steam. And it's going to turn out great. I've done this many times before. These burgers turn out great this way. It takes a little longer than if you're going to cook on the stove, but you put it in here, it's going to use, one, it's going to use less electricity. Two, it's convenient. I mean, just put everything in there, you can walk away. It's kind of like a slow cooker. You just put it in there, you walk away for a while and come back. Now, I have actually not timed this, but if I remember, it's somewhere around a 1/2 hour for this to completely cook, but I have a timer here. And I'm going to hit the start on the rice cooker and then hit the start on the timer. And we're going to let this go and see how long it takes. It's pretty easy to tell when it's done because it'll shrink up a little bit. The onions will definitely be well cooked. Mushrooms will be cooked. And then I usually just take a fork or a knife and break into the side of the burger patty a little bit. And you can check and see. So, all right, well, what I'll do is I'll let the camera run until it will eventually shut off here before it's completely done. I think it goes like 10 minutes, and then it automatically shuts off. But then I'll restart it, but I'll speed this up so you're not sitting here watching a 1/2 hour video. We'll condense this down to like 7-8 minute long video. So, all right. Gonna let this cook, let the timer go, let the camera go, so I'll catch you back here. Oh, about halfway through, I'll stop back and we'll open it up and take a look and see how it's going. Okay, we're just hitting about 16 minutes here. Thought we'd take a look at how it's doing. You can see the water's bubbling. It's shrinking up a little. Oh yeah, she's cooking good in there. Onions are starting to soften up. The mushrooms have definitely unthawed. So everything's going good. I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be about a half hour for the full cooking process. So now, if you're using turkey burger, actually, I think that cooks maybe a little quicker. I've actually only done turkey burger once or twice in the rice cookers, so. But hamburgers, I've done a few. Oh, and before I forget, if you were doing turkey burgers, a little tip. A little bit of lemon pepper in there for seasoning. Or maybe like a cap full of lemon juice. Oh, they taste really good. And also soy sauce. If you're doing a turkey burger, you got to put a couple little squirts of soy sauce in there. Oh, it makes them good. But for this here, we're just doing, actually, this is a 50% hamburger, 50% pork mix. I'm doing this burger on. Just something I had in the freezer. But it all works. It's cooking. Everything's going good. So, all right. Well, we'll put the lid back on. We're just hitting 17 minutes. So actually, maybe it's probably going to take a little more than a half hour. It might be 40 minutes. Like I said, I've never actually timed this before. I just put it in and go about doing my projects or work, whatever I was doing, and come back and check it here and there. So, all right. Well, I'm going to speed the camera back up again. So I'll catch you back here once I think she's done and cooked. Okay, it's been 31 minutes, so about 30 minutes, and I'm saying this is most likely done. It's looking like it is to me. Checking, oh yeah, that's done. So we can go ahead and turn the rice cooker off. Now at this point, if you want to do a cheeseburger, what you do is you know, if you had your onions and stuff in there, get them out, drain off that little bit of water, and then put your slice of cheese on there, and then cover it back up, and it probably only take like 30 seconds or so, maybe a minute at most, and the cheese would be done and melted on there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my onions out first. Oh, them are definitely well cooked. The mushrooms are looking good too. That on my toast. All right. There's still some more in there to get out, but let's get the patty out. Hey, hold it for a second. Let any excess water drain off, and putting it. I'm just using toast instead of buns. And then, let me pull that off to the side and put this in here, and we'll finish off getting our toppings out. Oh yeah, Them onions and mushrooms are looking good. Oh, that burger is looking delicious. Alright, I got everything out of the rice cooker. Now, the only thing left to do is I got a little barbecue sauce I'm going to put on there. Like I said, you could have added cheese. Just drain, eat your onions or whatever else you put in there out. And drain off the water that you got in there for helping to steam them. Then put your cheese on. Let it sit covered, 30 seconds to a minute at most, and that cheese will be well melted. Throw it on your toast or your bun or whatever you're going to put it on, and look at that. And we're at 33 minutes, completed meal, cooked in a rice cooker. Actually, it was probably closer to 30 minutes, but all right, that's what I was kind of thinking. It took about 30 minutes to cook one of these in a rice cooker. So, all right, well, more proof. There's lots of things you can cook in a rice cooker besides rice, and burgers are one of them. Well, hey, if you found this information useful, please give me a thumbs up. I really, really appreciate it. Consider subscribing. A lot of my videos aren't related with cooking, but I do like to do some rice cooker videos here and there, and I also do electronic stuff, so consider subscribing. Up to you. Like I said, if you thought this was helpful or interesting or just thought it was cool, thumbs up be appreciated. So with that, I would like to say thank you for joining us here at the Z Hut today. I hope you have a great day, and remember, you can cook more than rice in a rice cooker.